tell us about the Disability Inclusion Facilitator approach.
The Disability Inclusion Facilitator approach has 3 core principles. First, self-advocacy. Secondly, value of lived experiences. And then lastly, ability in action.
Is such an incredible approach whereby persons with disabilities are mentored, are trained to front disability inclusion in person.
It's unique because it has young people on the front seat. It's unique because you have roles to play to drive change. And these are not just young people, we're young persons with disabilities, and we have lived experiences of how our disabilities and the challenges we face day by day affects us in our daily living. This affects us in aspects of life like access to products and services, employment, and also every other aspects of our lives. So being a disability inclusion facilitator and the disability inclusion facilitator approach gives us that mandate to drive change. So it has worked.
What's one thing that you have learned about disability inclusion?
Seeing organizations and companies become intentional about disability inclusion, which wasn't the case before. Yeah, it's really surprising.
There are lots of exciting things I've learned. There are lots of eye-opening things I've learned because in the disability inclusion approach, we have persons with disabilities not only at the forefront of advocacy, but also showcasing potential and abilities because, I mean, they're the ones doing the work.
People are actually willing to be inclusive, but the question is how. That is where I come in with the answers to the how.
What's your favorite thing about working as a disability inclusion facilitator?
My favorite is awareness training, because during any trainings with companies and organizations, most people are really interested and the training is always engaging. So that is why I feel like it's really my favorite.
Involved in almost everything, from the planning to the budgeting to the implementation and in the monitoring. Like we just have the authentic face and feel of every project that we're involved in.
I'm the one with the driving seat, in the driving seat rather. I play a very big role and I become a role model, not just to peers with disabilities, but to also people I'm trying to influence in becoming disability inclusive. So that is the interesting part.
In one word, how would you describe your journey as a DIF?
Fulfilling, yes.
Empowering, mind-blowing, exciting, and fun.
In one word, as a disability inclusion facilitator, I would say it's selfless.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone interested in becoming a disability inclusion facilitator, what would it be?
To anyone interested in becoming a disability inclusion facilitator, one thing I would say is it's all about spreading the word of inclusion. Yes.
I'll definitely reassure them that they are not their disability. The disability does not define who they are. They may have limitations, but the limitations do not define their abilities. So they can be anything that they want to, and the journey of that just starts with one positive mindset of being able to do it.
I would say take the opportunity when it comes, because it changes not just your life, but also the lives of people like you. And people like you, I mean people with disabilities.